Morning, people. It's your boy Philly Will coming to give you Philly Will's spiel. Uh, Two subjects: Bill Belichick and this AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts crap. First thing, Bill Belichick, why he can't get a job in the NFL? Yes, super qualified, six-time Super Bowl champion, the greatest coach in football of all time, hands down. I don't care about the records that people got that he need 14 more victories in the NFL to pass Shula. He's the best coach. But what the analysts don't want to go deep in, I get it because they got relationships with Bill Belichick. He now an analyst and, he got a respected career, is the fact that Bill Belichick, yes, he wants and he has to have ultimate control. GM, all coaching personnel, head coach personnel, everything. He needs to have full control. That rubs organizations so far. You only can get so far with certain organizations. Certain organizations need all of that, but they don't want to give it up. Certain organizations don't need all of that, and he's not going to mesh. Only a few organizations will give all that up, and he probably don't want to go there because of the history of those teams. So that's one aspect of it. The second aspect of it, which I think is the most important, is the fact that Bill Belichick is not adjusted to the times. Number one, he's not a player's coach. Yes, a lot of players, don't get me wrong, wants to play for him because you're going to get coached well, but a lot of other players, these newer people that's coming into the league, can't adjust to him fully because although he coaches great, his way of getting through to you sometimes, you might take the lesson, learn, and be better, but it might rub you the wrong way. And you get complaints and you get noise. Second thing, press conferences. He's not the most friendly. No, you're not supposed to give up your game plan. No, you're not supposed to tell your locker room secrets. No, you're not. But you're not supposed to get up there for 10 years plus and answer questions with 2-word answers, 1-word answers, like you tired, or and you're ready to go to sleep. And don't nobody want to see that every single week. I am a firm believer that Marshawn Lynch did not get that football in the Super Bowl because the way he acted in the Super Bowl 2 weeks up until the Super Bowl game, they did not want to have him as the MVP with the attitude he gave. Now, granted, I'm a Marshawn fan. It was hilarious to me what he was doing, but people don't like that. So back to Bill Belichick, just times have changed. Not a player's coach. Now, I believe he's doing the right thing. He's about to go to the college and show them that he can not only be a adjustable coach in a manner of more of a player's coach and getting through to the youth and doing things a little different. He got ample opportunity. Number one, these kids young. So now he with the youngest of the kids that's not even in the pros that have all this TikTok, social media, everything in the world that they cater to and all of that. So if he can adjust with that and become more of a player coach with the youth, he's going to do a phenomenal job and X that right out the way for all the NFL franchises. So he got a good opportunity. I don't see him being there more than, give or take, 6 years at the max, 4 years minimum. I don't really see him being there that long. I think he's going to do a good job. I don't know about how far he's going to go, but I think he's going to do a good job in the sense of bringing North Carolina on the map like Deion did Colorado. So that's my take on that. That's my spiel. Second subject, AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. Now, this is like my second video. I'm going to start producing more, and then my production going to get better and everything going to get better because I'm about to start doing a little bit more content. AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. You got to understand from both perspectives. Number one, AJ Brown. He wasn't lying when he said passing. I am a diehard fan, a diehard Eagles fan. So this ain't nobody that's a spectator. I'm Eagles everything. And you'll see more of my videos. But you're not lying. You got to pass the ball. You had 108 yards of passing. Here's my perspective. Yes, I seen what the analysts drew up. He had at least 2 or 3 1-on-1s with Jalen should have threw the ball. And Jalen was looking in that area. I don't know if he was looking for more separation or if he's looking at in that area but not looking directly at AJ. But AJ has designed plays that has his number that when it's called, it's called. Or he has non-design plays but are passing RPO plays that if you see AJ one-on-one, we throwing the ball, hands down. I remember 6 weeks back, it was 4th and 1 against, I forgot what team it was. It was 4th and 1. It was an RPO scheduled to go to Saquon Barkley. Jalen pulled the ball and threw it to AJ. Why? Because it was one-on-one coverage. The Eagles got that etched in their offense. You see one-on-one on AJ, you throw him the ball. So, yeah, in Carolina, he did have a couple plays that was one-on-one. Yes, Jalen had 108 yards. But if you look at the game in totality, except for the defense, everything on offense struggled. Now, yes, Saquon got his yards, but if you look at the game, those yards was rough. Those yards wasn't, I think he might have had an 18-yard pop, and that was it. The rest of them was 9 here, 8 here, 10 here, 12 here, 8 here, 12 here, maybe 13 here. He actually had to carry that ball for those yards. So, in a sense, okay, that's Saquon. Jalen ran. He'd had some wide open passes, but he ran. It was rough. Passing, yes, super rough. The whole game on the offensive side was rough. Sometimes some blocking was rough. Jalen had to slide down on the floor a couple times to number one, not turn the ball over and fumble, but he had a sack. It was a clear sack. So it was one of those games where you want to call it a trap game, you can call it a trap game, but it was a tough game overall for the offense. You're going to have those games. You're going to have to live with those games. We keep saying this on TV, ESPN, Get Up, First Take. I've never heard nobody say, did we have these complaints when they played the Baltimore Ravens and AJ had almost 100 yards, if not 100 yards, don't quote me yet, if not 100 yards, with a touchdown. Everybody was smiling. AJ had a touchdown. Saquon had a touchdown. Everybody was smiling. No, nothing. And then when you have a game where the NFL world is telling you that Eagles should dominate the Carolina Panthers, and we did want to dominate them, but it didn't pan out like that. If you haven't been paying attention to other teams in the league and you're only paying attention to your home team or the teams you like, Carolina has been playing relatively well since Bryce been back in the lineup. Relatively well. Way tougher, way smarter, turning the ball over less. They've been playing good. So don't get it twisted because this team record says what it says. These are still pros. So, yes, AJ was right about that. On Jalen's side of it, it was a rough game. Yes, he should let the ball go more. You guys got to understand, for Jalen, I speak on this. Week 1 through 4 up into the bye, Jalen's name was in the mud for what? Repetitive turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, but mainly interceptions. After the bye, he has to turn the ball over but one time. Now, I know you guys are going to say, okay, if it's only one time, then that means he should let it go a little bit more. You're right. But at the same token, you don't understand or know what's going through a man's mental in retrospect of him seeing how he's viewed and depicted, and also in retrospect for his teammates to know that he's not going out there just trying to be a gunslinger and just turning the ball over everywhere. You want to do that because you're going to take the game away from him, of his team. So you got to give Jalen that aspect of, I'm not trying to turn the ball over, but yes, I should let the ball go. He spoke very well yesterday in the press conference. AJ is a super competitive, and he wants to help win the game and dominate. That's just AJ. We all know that's AJ. I wasn't even offended by AJ's answer because he just said it and then he smiled. Like, you guys didn't see the last 3 weeks. We win. You still question about passing game questions, but he never said nothing. He never said anything. Yeah, he was frustrated. We should have beat Carolina in a little bit more better fashion, but we didn't. So when it's all said and done, teammates are going to be teammates. Everybody work. If you ever work in on a job or in your career where you're around 20 to 30 people, you're not going to like everybody. Everybody's not going to like you. So it is what it is. And if you ever play on a team sport, you all are brothers and sisters, whether it's male or female, but it's at some times where you're going to disagree. I heard somebody say, I forgot what an analyst said, that Sam Acho, he watched two Eagles players fight outside the cold tub that won the Super Bowl in 2017. So you're gonna dislike each other at times the way you playing. Those guys are cool. They're gonna bump heads. They're both alphas. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do that. But overall, the Eagles are still on a 9-game winning streak. They're still 1 game behind the Detroit Lions, and tied with the Minnesota Vikings with 2 losses on their record. And sky's the limit. You got 4 weeks, 4 games left. Now is the time to execute whatever opportunities that you are falling short on. And if it's the passing game, let's do it. What I do not want to happen is Jalen to force the ball. Mike Tomlin is so smart. If Mike Tomlin is sucking this in, he's saying, corners, watch out. He might try to force it. Safeties, watch out. He might try to force it. Why? Put extra pressure on him so he can force it. Jalen, don't stick to y'all game plan. Nick, stick to y'all game plan. Throw the ball when you can throw the ball. It don't have to be 2 car lengths open, but don't just throw it and there's 3 or 4 people over there. There's 2 people on them covering them because the whole world wants you to let the ball go. That ain't what we don't do that. Let's not do that, especially not against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers got a good defense, but that's my Philly Will spiel for the day. Like I say, more content will be coming. I'm going to learn how to be a little bit more savvy with production. It's my 2nd video. But, subscribe. It's early on. Help me out. You know what I'm saying? Get me to where I can get up to getting a more lucrative channel. It don't have to be always about money. I'm doing this stuff because I be really wanting to get stuff off my chest that NFL analysts or journalists that be on TV just don't say because they can't say it. But, subscribe to my channel. It say Chef Philly Will, but I'm going to change the name just to Philly Will. And let's have fun.